Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, home to the Toledo Rockets. A full house is in store, and so too a terrific matchup in this one. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's... The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Toledo Rockets offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing...
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Rockets want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Lewis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense in the hurry-up.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They just keep firing. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Rockets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires left. They are just working that sideline. Excellent footwork to stay in bounds. The Rockets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
And the Rockets will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Bearcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this.
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Escapes trouble. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Bearcats have this offense rolling.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They're setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Gray. He's got the tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Bearcats! The offense cashing it in on that drive. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Rockets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Rockets headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll try to snap it quickly.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him this time. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. The sure hands. It's Lewis. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He'll take a shot. And it's caught. Touchdown, Toledo. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to pass, it's Gray. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that score drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Rockets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The inside handoff. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to pass. It's Gray. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Bearcats want to move quickly.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Fires on the run. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To throw, it's Gray. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rockets will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the 1st down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle. No big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Makes the catch. It's Wagner. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Gray. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
The Rockets will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Gray. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Wagner. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. No huddle offense to the line. The play action fake. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking for the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Gray. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Going right to work up top. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He'll keep it himself. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Bearcats in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Gray. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Rockets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking deep. He's got it for a big play. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Rockets will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rockets will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. It's a reverse. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Gray. Unloads, slide out. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Nestled just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Creates a little room. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Gray. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Give to the running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock.
Oh, he's got some space. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll give it to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Rockets want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They're going to ride this running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man down the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll try to convert on 4th and short from the 20. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Sims. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Rockets headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Gibson. Got a man, it's Lewis.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Wants to throw again. Might be looking to run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to sling it on second down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It's a reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Cincinnati's offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Wants to keep it in the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking for a man. It's Gray. Grabs it in the middle. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
They kick it away on fourth down. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. 1st down and 10. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Intercepted.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Soto. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Gray.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Buckeyes. defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fights off a defender. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Powers through. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. Wide open on the move. He has it on the jet sweep. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And you've got to be ready for these plays. Like when you play defense in this era, jet sweeps are coming. Wide receivers, playmakers, they want to get them the football. They were ready for it. Great job getting to the man. And not even that, getting to him and creating the fumble.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
RPO complete to open the drive. Gets away from one. He's got space. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marquez. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got his man down the middle. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Gray. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Soto.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Power football with the run. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Bulldozes his way through. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats are on the move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Gray. They'll run the screen. Across the 25. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll move the tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Auburn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Motion from the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And some room to work. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Dropping back, it's Gray. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, he got loose. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! Great job by the back on the option.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the air, it's Gray. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll do it himself. Makes one man miss. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Gray. Finds a man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's got his man. Gets away from one, finds some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A sky-high punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Soto. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Using his legs, it's Lee. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Bearcats. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Maryland. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looking downfield, it's Gray. He caught it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but touchdown, Bearcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Makes the quick grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Safe little shovel pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that wide receiver screen. He's stopped right there, short of the 1st down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Out of the gun, the inside give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Bearcats in the hurry up.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Scanning the field, it's Gray. Finds the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted.
Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Pulls it, fired, complete. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Soto. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
Got it in the middle, it's Soto. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw it again. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Soto. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense comes out needing a score here, down one possession. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Snagged out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. There's the pressure. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Fires deep toward the end zone. Brings it in down the left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bobcats will get away first. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Cincinnati's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting...
Going for a big play right off the bat. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ohio's offense will go to work for the first time. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good.
Breaks into the open. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Bobcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw, it's Hout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Keeps the play going. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be 4th down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this up. Ball is out behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Hout. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got his man out of the backfield. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Quick spin on the run. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell he was fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out. Defense punches the football out, lands on top of it. Nice momentum swing for this defense.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to throw, it's Hout. The short hands, it's Miller. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They punt it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here, and build on that lead.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking for space, it's Stewart. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Keep it on the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Houck. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stewart. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Gray. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Gray. Flips it out in the flat. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Anderson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woody. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They boot it away. Bearcats called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Back to pass, it's Gray. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bearcats are in the hurry up. Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. the play fake. Got a man. It's Anderson. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. With the catch, it's Jones. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. A little release to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Missouri.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Bobcats want to move quickly.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Gives it on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. From the gun, running back on the move. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Hout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
That's caught. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Hout. Under fire. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Bobcats will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's Gray. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker is Anderson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Easy completion on the shuffle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Gray. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to Pittsburgh. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Give to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Gray. Fires left. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Across the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Bearcats are marching down the field. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Houck. This time it's complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grab near the marker. It's Woody. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. On the move, it's Stewart. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are
turning it on. Got the first down, looking for more. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Houck. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man, it's Houck. And his throw is incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana.